Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is Monday. Isn't that fucking sick? My name is Sean Blah.
Lee Greiner.
I'm Sean Bloom.
I drool when I talk sometimes, and today I don't mind one bit because we're continuing our playthrough of Quest for Glory something. It's still unclear to me. Quest for Glory-ness is how I am understanding this. This is the fourth one.
Shaquille O'Neal-ness?
That is true. That is Shaquille O'Neal's Quest for Glory 4 Skyfall.
I have so many good Shaquille O'Neal audio assets. You have no idea.
Do you want to talk about why you actually do have Shaquille O'Neal audio assets?
Can you talk
Are
about
you
that?
allowed to?
Yeah, I'm allowed to. The game launched in some places for a while.
That's right.
We did a game called Shaq Sky Slam for your mobile phone and tablet for iOS and Android, where Shaquille O'Neal and friends skydived out of airplanes with basketballs and no parachutes, and then did slam dunks on landmarks around the world, like the Statue of Liberty and others.
I mean, it was rad as hell.
It was rad as hell.
And if I understand correctly, this particular game that your company worked on was an official Shaquille O'Neal game. Like
Yeah,
actually got
this was
Shaquille O'Neal property.
was an official Shaquille O'Neal property. At one point, I wrote copy that he read, that he recorded in his studio after his show, which was then sent to me, and I edited it on Final Cut Pro, and then sent that to China for a presentation the same day. So that was incredible.
Shaq, I need you to hurry up and record these voice lines. And what Shaq, hurry! China needs them. So, what were the lines that you had Shaq read?
There was there was some microcurrency, so you'd get some and it'd be like cold hard cash and stuff in a house from here kind of stuff.
Yeah.
We also had Robbie Madison, who is an Australian daredevil, and that was great because we sent Daniel Ponce to Southern California to record lines with him, and Robbie took him out on his dirt bike, or his dune buggy, and did jumps and stuff in his backyard.
And now Dan will never be able to see again. I mean,
when you played as Robbie, you could jump out of the plane on your bike, which could then have a jet jet engine on it.
God,
it was pretty good. Yeah,
I mean, that's one of the best. I still remember when I worry I'm going to violate an NDA of yours, by talking about this. I'm going to see if I can navigate carefully. What I'm going to do is I'm going to say a sentence.
Yeah, sure.
And if you think I'm about to violate an NDA, give me a thumbs down. But
well,
if you think I'm probably not going to violate it, give me a thumbs up.
You could just evoke. You could just ask questions to try to evoke.
That's right.
The knowledge.
Okay, so I remember.
Me.
I mean, you're not doing anything wrong if you're just asking questions.
Yeah.
Gosh. It's actually so funny because I feel as though we tend to be just pretty broadly very respectful of NDAs. I think most people that work in any industry with NDAs tend to be extremely respectful about those. I think when you're 19, you're like, I know I have to tell all of my friends. I don't have that. If someone's never tell anyone that I am half caterpillar. I'm like, sure, cool. It's easy. I don't care. Sorry to that person. But when it comes to us talking about the idea of potentially bringing up very NDA information, it sounds like we're doing something really bad. Oh my God. Lee, can we talk about why you have those Shaquille O'Neal audio recordings? Are we allowed to? Doesn't that sound like there is some, Lee was in a bush with a microphone just recording Shaquille O'Neal?
So there's also how to put it? There's projects people work on that are not secret, but not always the most bestest projects that they worked on. So there's ones you don't always lead with. I love that game.
Yeah.
That said, the gameplay was quite mediocre. Like we created a game. We designed and created a game that was a middling amount of fun. And yeah, but the project itself, like the real fun was the friends we made along the way.
Well, and it's such a good pitch. I mean, like,
literally the descript, like, that should actually be your LinkedIn logline.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it should just say Shaquille O'Neal Sky Slam is a game where you slam dunk from an airplane on famous landmarks around the world.
I mean, honestly, the problem with this game, I'm saying now, 8 years in the future.
Here's
the problem. The problem with this game is that it was a mobile microtransaction game. Like, because I would pay $9.99 for a game where Shaq jumps out of a plane and slam dunks on landmarks all over the world. Like, I would pay up front for that, and then it doesn't matter if the game's not great because I already paid for it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's just called selling someone the full season pass. Here's the thing though, Sean. We would need like that. That wouldn't fit with the sales model because
100%. No, it definitely wouldn't.
We would not want to limit.
That was not on the table. It's not like yeah.
Wow. Well, okay. So here's I want to come back to potentially breaking NDA and talking to you about something that you said, Lee, which I found to be really valuable and interesting, like the excuse me. Gross. So
wait, let's all do that.
Yeah. So I have a really unusual position as a human being slash person that wants to do creative stuff.
Okay.
Person slash half caterpillar. Yeah. In that I really am rarely in the situation where I am walking into some office cold where they don't know anything at all about me, and I have to pitch a game or something like that.
Must be so tough. Jeez.
I feel bad for me most days.
Handing it up right now. Yeah.
Well,
okay.
But I remember you were saying that when you were doing these kinds of pitches, you would often say, "I'm going to give you a range of pitches from the very experimental to the really rote, straightforward, just like same game as something else with your IP on it." And your goal,
you're about to ask. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're about to ask about the more experimental.
I want to know. I want to know the whole spectrum, right? Because we have Shaq Sky Slam, which is one step away, right, or like one or two steps away towards experimental, right? That's kind of a funky game, but it's not the most risky.
I think there was one that was like a. Did we pitch this? Was it? I think the more straightforward one was like either something about like a normal slam dunk contest fest, whatever they call those, a dunkaroo, or
a dunkaroo, yeah.
Or there was like a fighting game or fighting-esque kind of game. That did turn into Shackdown. Shackdown, which has beautiful art, by the way. Which was done by another studio. That was done by another studio.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Yeah, you can Google it right now. It got not good reviews, but it's gorgeous. It's beautiful. But then, what I would consider slightly more experimental was a pitch that I always loved, and there's no. I can't imagine how this could possibly bite me in the butt, but because there's no NDA on it, I just feel a little weird, seeing pitches outside of meetings like that. But
right,
this was a cooking game, and it was called Shaquille O'Neal.
Okay, keep going.
That's it. That's all we had, basically.
So let me get this straight. So you walk into the room. You do the handshakes. People say the usual business things like, "Thanks so much for your time. My name is," and then you share some useless statistics about your company that no one cares about. That's still,
right.
When Dan and I are stacked end to end, we're over 12 feet tall. You just say things like, "Been in the industry for years combined." You do that sort of factoid, and then you get to the pitching. I'm pleased today to be able to present to you these 6 ideas. Now where did Shaquille O'Neal live? In because I know that you're supposed to do like a solid one to start, the weird one in the middle, and the best one at the end. That's like your archetypical welcome to English class persuasive structure.
Probably, I'm thinking that Shaquille O'Neal probably got, rightly so, probably got sandwiched in between. It probably started off with like the mainstream one, the more mainstream one, more sportsy, and then I think there was Shaquille O'Neal, and then there was Sky Slam.
But you had a slide for Shaquille O'Neal, yeah? Or was it a bullet?
So it wasn't
just
like
a bulleted list?
Or was it like a word cloud and you found Shaquille O'Neal? There it is. You get your magnifying glass.
Okay. To be clear, this wasn't really like this wasn't like a going in cold with like our.
This wasn't that kind of a pitch.
This was already a conversation. This was like.
This was the pre-pitch meeting of like, we've got some ideas. What would you be interested in us developing into a pitch?
Well, we were contacted, and we already had a relationship going with that publisher to for us. The publisher requested us to make like 3 pitches basically, or to like do a discussion of that, and I think we probably did have some art for Shaquille O'Neal.
That's terrific.
Done by Kim. Like at that point, all of our like internal art was Kim Cagney, who was amazing, and so we could just be like, Kim, could you like do like Shaquille like O'Neal and like a chef hat and stuff? And she'd be like, yeah.
For Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah,
okay,
of course.
And then we just like copy paste that into like a document, and it looked really good.
And I Lee, you and I have talked a bit about some of the weird pitches and projects you've worked on over time, but Sean Bloom, I don't know if I've ever heard of anything.
Well, it's funny. It's funny because Lee is reminding me of a pitch. This wasn't my pitch, but I helped with a version of it. This is one of Jesse Vihill's pitches for Psychic Bunny. I probably said too much, but the game is Supermarket Rex. Similarly, it's a cooking game, but it's focusing on the part of like not Iron Chef, but I can't remember the name.
I wish it were Iron Chef, man. That thing's so great.
I know, like that's good, but like what's the one that I actually watched? It's not Hell's Kitchen. It's
Kitchen Nightmares.
It's not the Great British one.
No, it's not. It's not Gordon Ramsay, or it's
Gordon Ramsay.
Whatever. It doesn't matter. It's the part of the kitchen the cooking show where like the contestants go into the kitchen or the supermarket and have to buy all of the foods that they need.
Right.
Yeah.
Wasn't that
Top Chef? I'm thinking of Top Chef.
Oh, I thought it was called like Top Zucchini or like Cucumber.
Yeah. So it's that you're on a timer and you're trying to gather foods from the supermarket, but you're a Tyrannosaurus Rex. So you got tiny little arms.
All right. So for instance, you can't get any of the large bottles of mayonnaise because those are on the top, right? You can't.
Yeah. Well, except you could like knock over the whole shelf, and then you could pick up. So it was a physics. Like a very chaotic sort of couch multiplayer, physics heavy, goofy sort of a game.
I don't think I heard about that game as a pitch, but I think I heard about it probably at the point later where people were like weary. Like I remember people wearily discussing. It's like, we got Supermarket Rex. We got I don't know
about that one.
Goes to Dreamland. I don't know. It's just it's like it's so good when it's like the ideas that have so much creativity and excitement behind them. Like later, they just in the way that work happens, like they later become things you're talking about while stressed out on like a Wednesday, and it's just like oh god, we have to do more Starshine princesses. Like okay, so when I was in the toy industry, I learned, for instance, that Twinkle Twinkle Little Star is just referred to in the toy industry as Twinkle. Like you just call that Twinkle.
Whoa.
Yeah. It's like, oh, we gotta just Twinkle.
Oh, wow. Because you say it so much, right? In StarCraft, you don't have expansions, you have expos, right? You shorten it because you'd say it too much otherwise.
Yeah, and then every toy has Simon in it. The Simon game, every toy has that.
Right, sure.
And then like burps and farts, like there's just so many burps and farts required. I don't know. The toy industry was like really cool though too, because then you'd have, I may have mentioned this on the show before, but then you'd have people who are like, this year scientists have created a new kind of material that like to make something up, it bounces and also feels cold in your hands. Let's walk around the office and see if we can come up with ways kids could play with this. And it's like,
yeah.
So then they'll like tap you on the shoulder and be like, hey, could you come try this thing in the hallway? It's like, take this ball and try to throw it in there. Try to throw it in that cup of water over there. Like, okay, are you having fun? I
don't know. My god.
Oh man.
And yes, Toy Inventor is still a. There are inventors out there. This is one of those things where they like would casually talk about like, oh yeah, have you met the inventor for that? It's like, have you met the toy inventor who invented that toy? It's like you can still do that.
Like the name dropping.
That's like if someone was like a Bavarian clockmaker or something. It's like, have you met the Santa's elf professionally? Yeah,
right.
It was good time.
Oh my god, this is I love all of these stories so much. I love all these stories so much because like I feel like when you get to a certain by the way, everyone, for audio off syncs today, it's going to be real bad.
Just look faster.
Like, truth be told, I want it to be better. It won't be. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. It's going to be slipping all day. It's not Comcast this time. It's just it's Seancast. It's the Seancast, right? Seancast. I sort of cherish the space where so let's take terrible ideas, right? Okay. Like a truly terrible idea is like a game that is played with 2 iPhones where it uses a motion tracker in each of them and you use them as wings and you just fly around to space, right? That's the entire
pitched
game.
That, Sean.
No, but
yeah, I remember your pitch for that game. Yeah.
No, hold on.
Okay.
No,
so that's the great part, but what makes it bad?
No. So like this is the not a mass market game, right? This is like you could not secure $2 million to get like the flapping.
Apple surely wouldn't let you do it. Yeah, right.
Yeah, because it's like you'd have to split it across 2 phones. It's like really bad, right?
I think you could actually.
But
okay. Anyway, go on.
Because when I say bad, I mean bad with respect to traditional market evaluation.
You mean it's either a 1 or a 10? It's not a 7. It's either a 1 or a 10, and you can never tell, right?
Yes, right. Like it's. You know, let me move past this. Okay, let me. We're gonna start this from the beginning. Imagine starting from the beginning.
Put a bow on it and point out that Ghost Stalker.
Okay, let's. You know, and that's the audio sync into the game. Just kidding. Yeah. We never get into the game. It's mostly walking. So let me start this explanation over. We're going to start over from the flip side, right? There's a conversation that happen in industry, which is, for any of you who don't know, it's very, very challenging to make a game, right? Like, let's say that you have the perfect design. You literally are going to be first to market with League of Legends. Yes. You still have to figure out how to fucking make that. There's all the production problems. Then it has to be localized, it has to be distributed everywhere. And let's not forget, a lot of times games need a lot of time to get designed and figured out and all this stuff. So you wind up in these conversations that are very like, the game is this $1 billion game plus that $1 billion game plus this new tech, right? It's like super simple, right? It's Fortnite meets Diablo 4, and okay, cool, I'm in, right? You have these sort of conversations that are very,
I'm in.
Yeah, like. All right, so it's gonna be like this All day. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. By the way, if the audio drops, just chill and let Ghosty take care of it. Just chill and let Ghosty take care of it.
It's back.
Yeah, I know. It's because I turned it off and turned it back on again. Now, we'll explain.
Wow.
But anyways, so like there's those talks that you hear in industry from people that are working on games, that want to work on games, who've worked on games for a while, right? But then there's the ideas that you just don't ever get to hear about ever, like the two iPhones flapping, because that just sounds kind of neat. And I just miss shit like this so much. Stuff that's like so experimental and wild, right? It's just it's not your 10. It's not a 10.
It's not a 10. Or it is. It could be a 10.
This is what I love about IndieCade is that every year I get at least one guaranteed week of just that shit, just the wild shit.
Yeah.
Can you tell me one of those wild ones? By the way, we're going to be getting into Quest for Gloriousness in a moment, but Lee said Shaquille O'Neal, and now we're here.
I can tell you one that I saw on the stream, on the IndieCade stream, that was amazing to watch. Okay, so it's PvP, 1-on-1, and it's as simple as this: one player is a normal-sized human who runs around and has a rocket launcher, but has to like go to the different rocket points and get a rocket in order to shoot the rocket launcher. You know, it's like a standard FPS. The other player is a giant who is in VR, and so you can see their head and their two hands, and that's it. And they can do things like throw. They can throw boulders and stuff. What was really funny is that just because of the way that like the setup is, one thing that the giant ends up doing a lot apparently is just like drumming really fast with his hands, you know, and it's like really funny. So like you're just trying to like the other person's just trying to like rocket fire at this giant who's just like boom 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 boom, boom, and like things are like flying around.
Oh, that is rad.
It was amazing. It was pretty good.
God.
Oh yeah.
That is so tight.
There was a game last year or a couple of years ago at IndieCade that was sort of like like a digital escape room, but for two players. But the game is designed so that instead of being network connected, there's just two versions of the game, and there's no communication between like the state of the world that I am playing versus the one that you're playing. There's just information in my game that you need to like solve the puzzles in your game. It's a game that like you play together over the phone basically, because you're both in like parallel versions of the same world. Getting different information. It's like that kind of thing is wild. There was an RPG sort of a thing that was built into a pop-up book, like a physical pop-up book that was laser cut, so that they could mass produce, like I say it mass produce, but like produce a physical book that like pops up and is like an RPG. That was pretty wild. Like stuff like that is just like, it would be hard to get a publisher to take a risk on that kind of a thing.
And if you did get a publisher, it would be Annapurna. like every game I play is just like Annapurna.
No, if it's trying, it's Annapurna. If it's so fucking like, dude, can you believe we got a publisher? It's Devolver. Like anything, like Devolver is the Nickelodeon of game publishers. Okay, like they're the late night.
I thought they were kind of like everything they not well. Okay, I don't know for sure, but I glanced at what they did, and a lot of it seemed very kind of bro-y. Am I wrong? Where it's like, it's like gun hammers and shoot.
I think they do a lot of gun-based games.
And then in the middle,
their most popular genre is in fact Gun, yes.
Gun. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm tired of gun. I want to replace it outright with something else. What should gun be replaced with in all video games?
Okay, look, listen. Gun should be replaced with physics in all games.
Wow. That's actually a bold statement. So you're talking about like if we redesigned a game like Doom, instead of a gun, you'd have physics. So
it would be different type of physicsy objects. So you would have like a bouncy ball that could bounce 3 times, and then bop you, and then it would and it would disappear.
You'd be like launching primitive objects at like imps and stuff, and causing them to maybe not ragdoll, but definitely to like bounce around as if they were in space.
Yeah, no, I've always wanted to get back to making some sort of like physics battler game, like Pillow Fight. Pillow Fight was that?
Like Pillow Fight.
Yeah.
PF. I call it PF1. That's the.
Yeah.
I have another idea. What if all gun in games was replaced with, like, how to say it? Like magic wand, but like not necessarily like shooting spells like Harry Potter battle, but just like sparkles, like sparticles, like sparkly particles. Let's replace gun with wand.
Wait, because are you talking about like literally? I want to replace a gun object with a different, also firing gun object.
All of gun in video games entirely is now sparkle wand.
Oh, you're just talking. Are you talking about like a skin? You want to reskin guns or something?
Like
I'm talking about like this changes everything. This is like there's no more like now in XCOM there were guns in that game. Now those were never even imagined. Those were never invented. Instead, XCOM
here's my question though: Are they? You say sparkle wand, and I'm not sure what that means. Are they sparklers?
Like you draw your name out in like a long exposure photo.
Way, yes.
I see.
I guess here's how to put it. What if okay, how to get you to where I'm at is when the first gun was put in the first video game, that was because guns already were a thing. That game designers were like, we know what that is, we're going to put it in. And what I'm saying is, what if there was never any guns, and instead, at all the instances where in our universe, game designers said, let's put a gun in, they were like, let's put Sparkle Wand in.
I see. So it's kind of like, Mario's jumping on people's heads is kind of a bizarre mechanic, but because the very first Mario game had that, it got put in everyone's head, got propagated, and now you just have games that just non-contextually have head bopping. So you're saying, what if the very first day gun was introduced, someone introduced something else? It would have to be bite. It would have to be different types of biting people. So you could be like human bite, you could be dog bite, you could be like weird creature with the long proboscis, like mosquito bites, or like alien creature bites. Yeah.
Oh my god, that's already so rich. A game where you play as a mosquito.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or Grand Theft Auto, where you are a large mosquito, where like you open up the door and then you just like drink some blood and then you shut the door and fly because you don't need to steal their car. You're a mosquito.
You've already got that covered.
A blood meter or something. You'd have like a stomach fullness. It's just a delicious.
Controllers would be designed differently. There'd be like a weird pole that you like push through the controller to extend the mosquito proboscis. Because you don't need dual thumbsticks because you don't have a gun, right? You don't need the camera controls. Exactly. You actually just tilt around and you're biting. Instrument.
There's no triggers because triggers were
you'd have one thumbstick.
Upper jaw and lower jaw buttons. So you're like,
there you go. Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah. That's a great point. Wow.
Yeah. So I like that. I especially like taking it to the bizarre, absurd area of saying, okay, guns were never invented. No one thought of putting them in games. But all the games that we have created that are gun-centric, what if those games were still created? So, like, somebody still made Doom in the world of bites. They were like, I have a cool idea for a badass game where you bite a bunch of demons.
You bite demons. Yeah. Bite Demons on Mars. It's called Bite Demons on Mars?
Bite Demons on Mars! On a distant mining colony in Mars. Yeah,
You can't understand, but we did them for the good of mankind.
yeah, yeah. What's the name of the protagonist in Doom?
I think it's Doom Guy.
Doom Guy.
It's
Yeah.
actually Doom Guy.
Huh? Would he be Mandible Guy? Like, what would he become?
I think he'd just be Mandible. He'd just be like
Sergeant Mandible.
Sergeant Mandible. Well,
Mandible Jawson is what his name would be.
Oh, that's really great. And well, I think with that, I think I'm ready to play some quests for Glory something or other.
I feel like we were mad maybe at the end of the
Mad?
or...
Well, I mean, we're certainly getting called mad. So
You
I'm
don't think
gonna
it's
go
Adam, and it's like some sort of science fiction experiment to create a new race of neo-humans?
So here's us.
All right, you have no magic and very little stamina.
I'm going to town because I'm exhausted. Okay, wait.
Good day and welcome back.
I didn't even touch nothing, man. He's just saying shit to me.
Yeah. That's how this game rolls.
All right, I'm out of
He
here.
wants to talk to you.
That's how die rolls.
Keep watch over you.
Over you. All right, so I'm gonna go to the town, which I believe is down, right, and then we go right, and then we go up.
Sounds
sorry,
right.
I just had to say Dithinus says, when I was a kid, I always called Duke Nukem Nuke Dukem. Which I think is just wonderful.
Yeah, no, that was me too. I didn't know if he nuked or duked first.
It's nuking
He
and
does
Dukem.
both, right? Yeah, nuking and duking.
He's doing both simultaneously, Sean.
Yeah.
So at this point, Sean Blue,
yeah.
do we go to bed because I'm exhausted?
You, I don't think you can go to bed yet because it's too early. But you can probably rest, sleep for 60 minutes,
Tonight for your
because you're so tired, and you could do that a few times until either you have some stamina or it gets to be late enough that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beat up a rabbit, take a nap.
You will recall that the final fight that we had last time was with a wyvern, my friend.
Oh, that's true.
Mhm. It was like a whole dragon.
The
Yeah.
wyvern was, what? The equivalent of like 4 or 5 rabbits. That was an awesome battle. That was epic. And I don't say that like internet epic. I mean, it was truly epic.
Yeah. Like, oh my god, you ate a sandwich? It was an epic sandwich. I remember I ate a sandwich and there was a bone in it. Fail. Yeah, like that era was not healthy at all.
Philbo. Yeah.
Yeah. Failblog.org.
Oh man, I only stopped making memes with the impact font like 2 days ago. I was like, I think they cut this out.
All right, so do I just keep smashing this until I can go to bed for the whole night?
I mean, yeah, you can. So now you can't go to bed for the whole night. You miss your free dinner.
Wait, I seem to hear voices?
What?
Yes, he is sleeping. Most likely in the inn, although it is hard to focus the vision enough to tell.
Somebody's scrying on you.
I do not understand why you did not just capture him in the first place. The charades you play are foolish.
Silence! To serve us, it will be for the best if he acts.
She's
under
talking to
true
Brain.
Why make an enemy out of a
Like
too?
from Pinky and the.
But I
Yeah.
forget,
Listen.
he is already your enemy.
This is how streamers talk to each other when we're
This is
offline.
not someone to play games with, I say. If he finds out what is going on, he will never cooperate. Besides, you risk his death. Mordavia is a very dangerous place.
I think he is quite capable of taking care of himself.
This is way too much dialogue for this.
I know.
Ways of making
So with just a black screen,
as you well
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
two characters that we don't know who they are.
Yeah.
The voices fade off into oblivion.
Into oblivion!
Thought
Holy
we
shit.
sealed that
Sun
portal.
begins to rise.
God, I love how everyone in the Elder Scrolls is always like, well, at least it's not like the Oblivion thing. Everyone's like, oh my god, I know.
Is that
I
true?
love-
Like, do
Sort of. They're
NPCs
like, I lost
reference
my-
the Oblivion
in Skyrim, there's a lot of talk about like the Oblivion Crisis or whatever.
Yeah.
And so it's always referred to as like this horrible thing. And so, yeah, there's generally this idea of like, well, I lost my gold pouch, but things could be worse. Could be the Oblivion.
Could be Oblivion. Yeah. Which happened in a different country, right? Like that's the whole premise of that series, is that each of those games takes place in like a different place.
Yeah, but I think of the Oblivion Crisis, it sounds like it really messed up everyone. Like I think it was like, you know, I don't know much about it, but I think it was like portals with like demigod princes of the underworld.
No, I remember the portals and the demigod princes.
Yeah.
So, okay, here's now that I've finally gone to bed after killing literally a wyvern who, and this is true, had nothing of value on him. What a game design mistake.
Also true.
I remember, Sean Bloom, you were saying that there's places that we hadn't been to, and we were exploring.
There's one. I'm almost positive, and it's wild to me because you've wandered randomly around enough that I would have thought you would have found everything, but...
Yeah, because I feel like this... Wait, because I thought that down here was the weird tree thing.
Oh no, that's just to the right. Come out of the town and go right. Yeah. So I think it's up from here. But
isn't
you talking about the shrubs?
Yeah, there was the shrubs that we rubbed the shrubs and we rubbed the shrubs.
That's pretty far north. So, and that's a theoretically solvable puzzle.
Oh, look at you teasing us. Because I feel like there was...
That's like when they're like mathematically countable.
There's uncountably, infinitely many places we can go.
Yes, and then there are places in town that we have not fully
This is the
explored.
shrub that I was talking about.
This shrub, yes. Okay, so this one I'm honestly not sure whether this is solvable or not.
Yeah.
Here's my understanding of where we are.
Babbling brook chatters its ways through the forest.
You are right that this is a special shrub that is blocking the way to something special.
We used detect magic on it? Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. It's a Necrotar.
Yeah, you're maybe...
I got 2 turntables and a Necrotar.
Your best bet maybe is to this is a dead end, is to run north again, because it might not come down here, and then it'll be chasing you away from this place, according to the sort of weird logic of screen-based.
Oh, fuck!
Games. Yeah.
Okay, so I thought that this was the bottom rightmost. Oh, Jesus! Get out of there! Oh, shit!
That's not a...
Oh. He's made of mosses and lichens.
Oh, fire! Oh my god, fire!
Fire, very good.
You know, there's just too much audio happening right now. This is just unrepentant audio spam.
Hey, you're getting pretty good at your magical spells.
Yeah.
What I do is I click the button until it fills up, and then I shoot him in his fucking head.
Hell yeah.
Searching for the fallen beast, you find nothing of value. Unless you are... The nasty Necrotar has fallen to your onslaught. Unfortunately, this is a far from endangered species.
Okay, so...
Are they created? Somebody's got to be making Necrotars, right? Like, they're not... They don't have little families.
I think that's probably
So my mental model is that this is the bottom rightmost point that we can go to, unless we loop all the way around and go down and right, and that's where we came from.
I think that's right. I think that is bottom right-ish.
But we can go even more right here. Okay, so then what happens if I go down?
Then you can't.
Then I can't. Okay.
I'm having this problem. Okay, Sean Plot, do you ever have this problem during a stream where I think it's like when you try to go to bed sometimes, I'm only thinking of the things that I have to do that I've forgotten to do in the last couple days?
Yeah, no, that's literally a continuous process that I go through 24 hours a day, all day, every day, and it's horrible. It's terrible.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I have to get my lab work done. You know how like when you're like a certain age, when you're in the mid 30s, you just always have to go get your labs done.
Yeah, they just need your Oh, you've got to fucking be kidding me. Oh my god, it's another bunny.
Scoop, bunny.
This is the end? There's no end of the...
I guess there's no... I guess you can't go up that way.
Oh my god, they're nuke-proof. Oh, they have
your magic is useless against this rabbit.
They have the real short little guy modifier.
Oh my god, I'm out of energy. He keeps fucking jumping, you fucking rabbit.
This thing's incredible.
Oh, I just hit the button and I'm out. I'm out of combat. I did.
Yeah, you did. Do you have a
solid strat?
No, there's no such thing as a stamina potion.
Better get some rest.
Wait. There's not?
I think you got a health potion and a poison potion. And when you asked him about a stamina potion, he said, "Don't be silly. There's no such thing." And you probably ate your health potion.
Yeah, I have 7 empty flasks. Empty flask. You have 7. Run, get out of there. You are so exhausted you need to lie down and rest.
Pull the moss over you.
Oh, you got away.
It's because I'm fast.
Got away with it. Mew 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 mew.
After some rest, you feel better.
Nice.
Nice.
Did I tell you guys that I upgraded my Mac? I upgraded my Mac from a 2013 MacBook Pro to a 2015.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that must feel so thrilling. Oh, my God. It's pretty great.
And then it had some... there's some, like, weird bubbling effect that can happen on some of the old Macs. So, like, I was watching The Craft, and...
Perfect movie.
Listerine in an old sock and was slowly wiping away the reflective coating on the MacBook, and now it looks great. It's slightly more reflective, but it doesn't have the bubbling anymore.
Oh,
yeah, the craft holds up so well. It really does.
Where does this lead to? What's this weird little dead end?
That's called Narrower's Nook, and it's where you go and get your crannies.
It's where you go and you do necking.
I think that is a little dead end. It's a little cul-de-sac.
All right, I have this bush.
God. There's something.
I know. I think you already got everything you need from the bush.
I love the bush guy. Look at him. Look at those eyeballs.
Yeah, it's absolutely googly. Okay, so
remember when people used to make Twitters of our characters and stuff? I wish they'd do that again. I wish they'd make a googly bush guy.
You know, we've gone through all the exuberant creative folks, and it's just the absolute opening hardened fans that grit their teeth and say they'll turn that game on after half an hour and I'll be here for it. Okay, wait, so okay, my mental map is we're here in the town, and if we go down and left and up, we get to the castle, and if we go down and right and up, we get to the cemetery. And if we go very far right and up, we get to the dogs that are guarding a person. And then in the bottom side, we have this weird magical bush that was put there. We have the Runsalka, or Runyalka. Rusalka. Cool. Great. We have a bush that when I'm close to it, I die almost immediately.
Yep.
What else do we have? With the place where
Well,
we came from the
we have
swamp.
the.
Wait a minute.
Yep.
Wait a minute. What are my? Wait. What is this? Weird. Okay, wait. Glide. How does the glide spell work?
You glide.
Okay. Change of plans. I want to go. I want to go to the swamp, and I want to try to glide. So
glide.
I'm gonna go down as much as I can.
North, south, east.
By the way, everyone, I'm gonna reset my audio. Don't worry, you're gonna see us freeze. Everything is going according to plan. Oops.
Everything is going according to plan. Oops.
Everything's going according to plan.
Very good.
Okay, so I should go left, down, until I can't go down anymore, and then I should go to the right, yes?
Yeah, I don't think you even need to go to the right. I mean, depending on which swamp you're thinking of.
I'm thinking of the swamp. The swamp is Bompus. From where we came.
Swamp is Bompin'.
Swamp is Bompus brings me great shame. Holy shit, I'm such a genius. Okay, now let's first save this game. Safety save. Good. Now I'm going to go up here. Watch this. I'm going to click on this big star.
Yes!
As you start to glide, you realize the only way to get back onto the dry areas will be to grab hold of something and pull yourself up.
Wow. It's actually working.
Oh, fuck!
Look at you. You're just... Everything's an escalator to this young man.
So I think what happened is that you landed on that little patch of ground.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
You need like an oar. As you start to glide, you realize...
Holy shit, look at me go...
Hammer. Look at those arms.
Oh, you have to be fucking kidding me. I literally path onto the Come on, go. No,
I mean, I love that there's just no animation for glide.
Oh, yeah.
It's just...
Oh, good. Look, we found the deadly ugly.
The Chernovi seems far more interested in killing you with his magic than in having...
Holy shit!
Oh, Cherno, because Cherno means black. So what is Chernovi?
Quick, dodge!
Does that mean that Chernobyl?
Oh shit!
Something black. Look at that guy.
You are out of magic.
Oh fuck!
Oh,
how do I duck?
Not.
You could try pressing down or clicking at your feet, maybe?
Oh fuck! Oh, I don't even know how to go. Down.
God.
Alright, he just stopped. Fuck.
There you go.
He's out of magic. Oh shit, he's got the magic.
Magic user.
Stab him. I'm a thief. Hold on. I'm a thief. I stab from above down into your forehead. Yeah.
You sense that your magic is weakening. You need to return to shore quickly before it is gone entirely, or you will surely drown.
That is an interesting point. Okay.
Oh no! You don't have enough mana to continue your glide spell.
They're not gonna...
It just drops me into the... Oh my god! Alright, safety save.
Incredible.
I'm at half magic.
Oh, right. So you are. Do you have a pozione?
An interesting question.
You don't, although I will tell you, one of the benefits of the place that you have not yet discovered is that every day you can get a magic potion there.
What the shit? Okay, the only place that I can imagine we haven't gone is up and left of the castle.
No.
Up and right to the gypsy? Wait, we haven't...
Nope.
Up and right to the...
Middle and left or some shit? Okay, hold on. It's got to be somewhere in the left sides.
You see a tree whose...
Who see a tree that is a big bad tree?
I don't have a great sense of the east-west sort of like how far it spreads, but the place that I am thinking of is pretty close to dead center in the middle of the map.
Dead center.
Good one, Lee. This is the Rune Salka.
Hello.
Hi again. I hoped you'd come back. It gets lonely here with no one to talk to but the fish. You know, we'd better not touch. I'd have to drag you to your death, and I really don't want to do that. You've been kind to me, and I like you.
This is basically how people communicate to each other during quarantine.
You gotta do result cards.
Yeah.
I'm up there.
You know, this is what the cashier does at Trader Joe's when she's like, just scan your own stuff, don't touch me.
Yeah.
I live, well, maybe not live exactly, but I do reside here. It's a nice lake, but as a recreation area, it leaves something to be desired. The only boats around here are sitting at the bottom. Fishing tends to catch the fishermen. The swimming's pretty good if you don't mind drowning. All in all, it's not an ideal vacation spot.
Who's the audience for this kind of dialogue? This is great. Enough already! Alright.
Enough already!
I mean, so again, I'm gonna say that like the pattern for this game that you should get into is repeated action. This is a game about like getting your daily potions every day, talking to people sort of over and over again, giving flowers to the Rusalka every time you go and see her.
Every time. Every fucking time! Okay.
Wow, really? Like we're building relationships here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, that's an extremely valuable comment, Sean Bloom, because I would have...
Just like growing our small businesses.
I would have never given her a flower ever again. Okay, so this is the leftmost everything.
Oh,
yeah.
All right, yo, you lonely dog? Yo.
The castle is very quiet. The people of the town.
Yep, we've heard this before.
More dark.
Mm-hmm.
I have heard the wolves howl at night.
Alright, I'm gonna start throwing rocks at these people. Pelt them with rocks. Okay, so this is the leftmost side. So if I go down like this and then I go down, this should be that forky place that we were at before. Right, so here's the cool fork where we can go in all four directions, and BAM! There it is. So let me go right here, and then I'm gonna go up. This is another forky point. Okay. Same screen as the one we saw on the other side. I hear sounds. Can I go this way? No,
I don't think so.
No. Fuck this bird. Alright, so now we're placed between things. Okay, so there's actually 3 columns that are just... They're just all right next to each other. Okay. No. I got this. I have this. Sean Bloom. You can't... Your riddles will not escape me. Riddle Man.
Riddle Man. That's my Batman villain name.
Sean Bloom, the Riddle Man. He's not the Riddler. He's just the Riddle Man. Tell me, Riddle Man.
I didn't know about the Riddler when I started out. And by the time...
Oh, and this is that dead end here, huh? Oh wait,
remember what they
it's
say.
left and then up? Yeah, we haven't been up here. We haven't been up here.
Again.
Yeah, we have. We were just here. This is where the rabbit chase. Oh, I closed. Oh
my god.
Oh, where's the game?
Did it just crash?
It's off. It's just gone. It's my desktop.
Just gone.
There's 811 people watching. We've been live for 1 hour.
Wow, look at that bitrate.
Yeah, it's smooth. The bitrate is great. I'm looking. Where's my? It crashes and it's just like a cheat guide to Quest for Glory 4, and I'm like, I'm a fraud. Quest for Glory, Shadows of Darkness. You know, I wanna share something that I was saying before we got to this screen. And to share that properly, I'm gonna have to turn this game down a little bit. Which is that, before we went live, we were talking a bit about how it's easy as a consumer to see all the content and imagine that all of it was vetted for like a year each. But if you're making like 2 levels a week, you have 100 levels in Super Meat Boy, that means most of those levels only had like 2 days of scrutiny and that's it, and they moved on. But it's fun to hear a song like this and to imagine that every time QA opened this game, every time any employee of the studio opened this game, they were like, that is the shit, man. Where, someone brought over a floppy disk with this banging track on it and was like, dude, put this in your drive. Put this in your drive and copy this file to your computer. And then open up Sound Blaster 16 and then play it. You're going to want to play it on your Sound Blaster 16 off the floppy. Yeah, like, just listen to this shit. Oh my god, it's so good. We don't have to use VGA graphics. We're going to use EVGA. Oh! God.
What is EVGA?
Enhanced, I think? There was a floppy version of this game.
Yeah.
I'm
What's this way?
I'm almost certain it wouldn't have had the voice acting.
Oh, as opposed to CD?
Yeah, I mean, this was one of the very early CD releases, and I can't remember if there was a non-CD version. I think there was, and I think it didn't have the voice acting in it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know, it is so hard not to just see that as a stone erect penis.
There's no way. As a 13-year-old, I don't think that I saw it, but now
as a 14-year-old?
Now as a 14-year-old, I've learned some things, and
anything that looks like a dick makes me think of dick. And it makes me laugh. It makes me laugh. Cannot tell a lie. Alright, so there's some mysterious place alluded to by the legend of Sean Bloom. Okay, so if I do a whirly curly durly this way, I go here, and then I go down. This is a dead end. No, but if I go down, I'm above.
The sea of swirly twirly gumdrops.
It's the sea of the swirly twirlies. Okay, Marco.
Polo.
Not you, Lee.
Okay, go as north as you can. Go try to get back to town.
Yeah. Yeah, town's just
okay,
here.
Go left from here. No, I think that's a graveyard. It's right there. Oh, maybe it was right from there.
Because the town should be north here.
The town is up there. Okay, so go back to the graveyard and go right one screen.
Okay. Because I view the town as my mental center.
Sure, totally.
And maybe that's wrong.
No, that's not wrong. It is not center. Because there's only three columns to the left of it, as we've discovered.
Yeah, there's only two.
There's only two. But it is the north. Okay, so directly south from here is the screen that you want to get to.
Oh yeah, I've never gone down here. If I have to cook another bunny, so I go left and then I'm gonna go up. Oh yeah. Oh, where's this?
Oh, look at
Come
that!
to a beautiful garden deep within the forest.
Beautiful.
The stream flows gently in a loop around the central island. Feelings of peace and
Oh my god, it's an orange tree.
You pull out your dagger and stab a rabbit to death. You find no money on the rabbit.
Oh my god, it's a little footbridge. How cute.
Someone has dug a
Oh
large,
my god, a little
perhaps removing a
waterfall.
bush or a small tree. It doesn't budge. That's a dirty job that you don't...
Don't tell me it doesn't budge.
I think I have a shovel, don't I?
Talk to me about holes. Don't tell me it doesn't budge.
Alright.
Oh my god, a footbridge. You believe it? Sure.
It's an ornate oriental lantern.
Japanese.
You discover 30 crowns hidden there. You accept it as a gift from Irana.
Okay, from now on, whenever I take something from someone, I'm just gonna accept it as a gift from everyone.
I accept this
Yeah,
as a gift
it's
from
like-
Arana.
Keep the change. I accept this as a gift from Irana.
It's an ornate...
Got money in this lantern?
It doesn't budge.
Don't try to budge it.
The fruit tree is laden with luscious-looking fruits of many kinds. It must be one of the rare mixed fruit trees.
You know.
That actually does not sound magical at all. That sounds wrong. That actually sounds like someone didn't understand. It's one of those multi-species frog salamander lizards. Alright, let me... Here we go.
As you approach the tree, the fruit vanishes. Must be that little
Okay.
troublemaker.
Wow,
Alright.
weird.
I'm gonna cross the bridge.
What
and I
spells?
see-
What spells do you have? You've got Fireball and Force, and
It's
Zap
just
and Glide
gone?
and Detect.
Yeah. I think I don't think I have
fruit?
invisibility.
Oh, it's back.
Yeah. There's a spell called Fetch,
Sneak.
Stop making fetch happen, Sean. It's not
but
going
I
to
don't.
happen.
I don't think you have it.
Do
I
you
don't
have
remember
sneak?
if there's a way to get it.
You're a sneaky thief,
You do.
right?
You have the ability to sneak. I don't know that that's gonna work.
Oh,
I think
dude, no.
probably a tree.
Sean, you have no idea. Lee is super correct.
That's
Let's
so
sneak up.
right. Sneak in the tree.
As you approach the tree, the
Oh.
fruit vanishes.
What's the point in being a thief? We should have been a magic user. Whoa, shit.
Magic user. What's up, magic losers?
I mean, the
That's-
only other thing that I would say is you could try throwing a rock at it.
Okay, hold on. Let me sneak off this
But
screen.
I don't know if that's gonna work either.
I feel like the tree would probably just be like, wow.
There might be a way to get the fetch spell. I don't remember. It would probably be in town in like the Adventurers Guild or something.
Alright, hold on. How many do I have? 13 rocks.
Oh god, only 13, huh? Wait, no, Graham, don't.
This does
Oh, you're
not
not
seem...
Graham.
This is not...
Yeah. Okay.
Not in town.
Nope.
I can't do that here. Not in town. I can't do that here. Not in town.
I don't want to mess up my blade. This
What
is
about
us.
casting? Yeah, hell yeah.
You mean casting Zap?
Can you Force Bolt? Could you cast Force Bolt on it?
I'm gonna.
You don't want to disturb the calm serenity of the garden with such a violent act.
Wow,
Then don't
really?
deduct my
You
mana,
don't?
you prick.
I know it totally. That's pretty. That's rough.
You don't want to do that. Don't tell me what I do and don't want to
Magic
do.
aura permeates
Oh.
the entire garden.
Nice.
Strong magic emanates from the fruit tree. In the center
Oh,
of
and
the
also the lanterns.
The
The
lantern
lanterns are magical and full of gifts from Irana. Oh, look at this. This is fucking beautiful.
Oh, how
fucking
nice. Everything looks so fucking good. whoever built
Take
this
a drink of the cool water.
land
It
did a
tastes like
really good
wild
job.
strawberries.
It tastes like vitamin water by 50 Cent. Wait, what? Didn't 50 Cent make vitamin water? Who made vitamin water?
I don't know.
I feel like it was some...
I don't know that fact.
I don't know.
If it's made by 50 Cent, why does it cost $2?
I don't know. I don't know. These are all great questions.
Yeah.
Vitamin water.
Welcome to the Garden Grove. Peaceful.
Oh no, there's gotta be someone. Yes, rapper 50 Cent obtained a minority share of the company as part of an endorsement deal. Yes! I am so sick with pop culture references, my god.
That's hella tight. Have you considered doing that thing that some people do where they'll have like a side business where it's like you can own a sandwich chain or something?
Are you asking me if I would consider owning sandwiches?
Yes.
Is that what you're saying? I would consider owning a sandwich. I want to take great
delivery of that.
My goal is to get the worst possible interpretation of what you said, and then take that bad interpretation deadly seriously. No, I would own sandwiches. Absolutely, I would. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Oh god.
Oh.
Look at those snakes. No snail walking.
All right,
Castle Vampire.
Since I'm directly above the Rusalka, I'm going to go to the Rusalka. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to give her a flower, and then after I'm done giving her a flower, I'm going to go to town, and then when I'm in town, I'm going to talk to everyone to see if there's some way for me to become invisible, or get a potion, or pick oranges from a far distance.
That sounds like something Obi-Wan could do.
Obi-Wan?
Pick oranges from a far distance?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Help me, Oobly Kenoobly. You're my only Oobly.
Oobly Kenoobly.
Hello!
Again. You know, we'd better not.
Alright, so let me... Hey!
I want her. Why don't you give her some corn?
That's really very sweet. You are the kindest man I know.
You know what else is sweet? Sweet corn.
Alright.
I swim a lot and comb my hair and look for people to drag to their deaths. It's not exactly a busy schedule. The swamp to the southeast is a very scary place. I swam there once out of curiosity. I was combing the weed and goo from my hair. The will-o'-the-wisps were friendly enough, but those grasping arms, ugh.
Oh my gosh, is this new?
A creature standing guard near some sort of tomb. Well, I'm not going back to that swamp for anything.
Alright. Tomb?
I call it a tomb, but it was more like some sort of pillar. It felt magical and very, very cold, even to me.
I mean, going to bed, getting more mana. Guards.
The guards near the tomb were really weird. They looked like they had been human once. Now I don't know what they are. Well, they aren't dead or undead, as far as I can tell.
Just kind of, you know.
They're
50-50. They're even Steven.
They are the unsent.
The grasping arms will try to drag anyone into the swamp. Now, they can't get you if you stick to the grassy areas,
Don't get
but
me
I
down.
don't recommend you go visiting there. Will-o'-the-wisps are the souls of lost children. They play around the swamp and watch it though. They love to play hide and go seek in the swamp, and most people who try.
Alright, okay, and alright. Wait, did I ask about mermaid? I didn't ask.
This.
I don't think so. I don't remember what the mermaid thing is.
Mermaid? What do I know of mermaids? I'm a Rusalka.
I don't know from mermaids.
You do realize I'm undead, don't you? I mean, it's not like I have a life.
Shit.
You know, what does that even mean? Like ghosts in these like ghost story TV series are always like, I can't do that. Sounds like a lot of fun, but I'm dead. And you're like, but you're here talking. You're a character in a show. You're developing.
You can do some things. Clearly,
what does it even mean more death, you know?
Like, what about Sudoku? Could you do Sudoku?
Yeah, and if
it's not
you
like
can
I'm
do that,
undead. I could do Sudoku.
yeah, it's like, I don't know. Define life, you know?
So I go to the right, and then I go up, and then we're not in town. I'm mapping this place out using my mind stones. Using my big mind cojones.
Your mind stones?
My mind cojones. Thanks, Ghosty. Sorry, I didn't adjust it before.
Just whoops.
Alright.
You want to pull that out of the stone there?
The staff feels warm and wants to lie.
Ooh.
This I must first do. The sacrifice of life for one of love.
It sounds like a
Find
robot.
yourself letting go of the staff very quickly.
Alright, so...
Stuff.
Safety save.
Cast the magic of warming hands on the staff.
This doorway leads to a...
Isn't there a spell like that in Dungeons & Dragons, like warming hands?
The door is...
There's burning hands.
Oh shit.
No one
Yeah, that must
responds.
be...
Alright, so I'm gonna talk to everyone, Sean. I'm just gonna do the rounds, you know? Like,
Yeah.
old
I think you can kind of like
you know.
skim through a lot of the dialogue. But yeah, it's not a bad idea.
Is there a place over here?
That old man's bobbing without apples.
So, let's go to
I
this guy.
guess not. I guess there's not a place there.
Oh, come on. Good lord, this game. Alright, doing it.
You're just in time to witness a magnificent
Oh, nice.
scientific
Content.
experiment.
Yeah, content.
I managed to harness the very primal force of lightning at my beck and call. Now I shall use it to create...
Is this it? Do we do
life
it?
itself.
Do we beat the game?
Watch this. That was not quite the experimental result I expected. But never mind that. It is merely a momentary setback in the annals of science. I shall readjust the magnetic electrical stimulation system and try again another day.
TENS device?
Yes, here we go. I'm going to talk to him.
Hands off there.
Oh,
I'm saving my body for science, that's funny.
okay, so let's,
Antwerps.
I'm gonna just spam through this. Yep. Healing potions.
Here you are. If you want to improve your stamina,
Okay.
here you are.
Great.
Experiments are the meat and a hype. It is
Pizza.
Yep.
Oh, that's right. That
Scientific
was,
elements.
that was the show where after the show I ordered pizza.
Oh my god, I absolutely did too, and let me tell you, it was gross pizza. It's like one of those pizzas that you're eating, and it like doesn't really taste that good, but you just keep like, maybe the next bite will be good, and you have like 3 slices, and it's just all greasy, you know, where like the box is like like black and red.
And then you get the Rumble Stiltskins, and you gotta go down the hall.
It's the worst. It is truly the worst. Okay, so lightning.
come fortunate.
Yep, I'm skipping all this because I've seen a lot of this. Yep, old man.
I can understand his disappointment. My neighbor Nikolai is not actually as old as he now. I can understand his disappointment. She never brought me back the berries I needed for an experiment.
Okay, here we go. Okay, enough. Okay, look, check it out. Listen, I'm turning off the audio. I'm turning it back on again. We're doing a full fucking reset. This bitch. Hold on, give me 1 second. And we're back. Okay, watch this. Watch me. Sean Bloom, watch me. Check it. check it out.
No, thank you. I long since performed that
Oh,
experiment.
come on. Wait. He said we can come up with an experiment of our own. To use
What?
these berries.
What the hell?
It might have been a throwaway line.
No, that's not really a mechanic.
Experiment. It is very important that the right person stay in charge here.
Wait, what if I the old man and give him berries?
In charge.
In charge.
I'm 100% certain that I never got the pun in that until today.
It's like a half pun.
Yeah, the half
It's
pun.
a hun.
It's a hun.
Half pun.
Let's get down to business.
There is an indentation near the middle of the shadowed door. It looks like a set of six.
Oh shit, dude.
Save your game. Save your game.
Okay.
Save your game. Save your game.
Save. Nobody is around you. Look, Sean Bloom said save. Save your game.
it's
I
a
love you. Here it comes.
I like these hexapodies.
You push the Dark One sign into the indentation on the door. It fits perfectly.
You're downright evil.
Could we have done this?
Puzzle solved.
This is a fairly attractive,
Oh god, there's
display cap.
scarab beetles on the walls. Give me big Gen vibes.
You can't budget. If you want to do anything with a sculpture,
What is the sculpture?
this amazingly lifelike sculpture looks like a cross between a baby troll and a hermit.
Okay, Domovoy.
It fits the description of a domovoy.
That is
except that
the
it's
weirdest
slightly dried
sentence I've ever read right there. The weirdest paragraph. Cross between a
Along
big
with
troll
the
and a
table
dirt.
attached to a time.
It's so hard to
This
hear
room
him.
is used to double as a communal dining room for monks.
Alright.
Yeah, the levels are pretty.
These absolutely look like dildos. Like, these are unmistakably dildonic.
I mean, the whole theme of this game is like the whole aesthetic is sort of.
Yeah, no, it
Skeletor,
very much is. It's a
Yeah.
very.
This is
bones on bones.
it,
is what
it's a
is.
type of art style known as dildo punk. it's
Punk. Yeah, you know.
it's a reimagining of it's a retro futuristic reimagining of society if everything was powered not by electricity but instead by dildos.
Yeah, yeah.
Has all the high tech low life of the nightlife. Let's.
It's very.
Like, incredible.
It's very H.P. Lovecraft meets H.R. Geiger.
Yeah. Meets
6 tentacle, octopus-like creature.
I can't think of one. I was like really gonna see if I could come up with like a H something something.
It doesn't burn.
That would have been amazing. Oh, look at that little
Oh.
skelly biter.
Strange 6-tentacle creature is moving. It looked
It's,
like another
Yeah.
decoration.
By the way, for everyone who's wondering, I turned it way down.
Because it was like hella noise.
Yeah.
Look at Wiggles McGee up there. He's a hat now. Oh my god, it was a hexapod. That's what I called it.
Hector Hexapod had a hunch that hapless hero was his lunch. Since you brought no better fare, he chose to eat you then and there.
Should we feed him? Or do you think that's just, you know, pillow talk?
Maybe like slide a little,
Not
slide a little bowling ball under there. See if he wants to just.
the Dark One sign into the indentation on the
He wants to be your hat. Oh, ooh, 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 ooh.
This relief shows a story.
Wait, there's a sandwich on there. On the top left, there's a sandwich in the carvings
You're
above
right.
the door.
This carving depicts a cavernous, hungry-looking
Wait, it's a mouth, but it says a sandwich.
bones have been crossed.
It's a mouth.
says a
Two
sandwich?
bones.
It says it was a mouth,
Yeah.
but it looks like a sandwich.
Cavernous,
Yeah.
Can you feed this hexapod a sandwich?
It's mouth, bones.
2 bones have been crossed, as on a pilot. This
Here's
relief,
single huge drop of blood.
this relief shows a story.
Storm cloud.
This is a bas relief image of a heart. If you look out of the corners of your eyes, you can almost see it pulse.
Okay.
What?
Making you see all sorts of things, actually.
What a kooky place. I gotta say, try feeding the sandwich to that Hexa boy. If we got it. I don't know if we still have our sandwich.
The hexapod waves its tentacles at your sandwiches.
Didn't we already take the avocado out?
I think that destroyed the sandwich.
Fuck! I ate the sandwich!
Where do we
It's probably good for you.
Yeah, probably is.
Oh, wait, I have some bones.
I've got a bone to pick with you.
Okay, so I mean, I feel like these are signals to us, right? We have mouth, bones, blood, breath, and
there's also like
heart, bones, blood, breath, heart, mouth.
Above them, there's like things that look like bees, and then there's also like scarab beetles.
You have other food items in your inventory. I'm just gonna say.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I have to touch everything. All right, so let's candy. Let's give it some corn.
Sweet corn. That didn't do anything. Would you like some corn on the cob?
All right, what about elderberries? That didn't. And Sean, just as a way to shortcut, is using the food on the hexapod the correct thing?
I think so. I think you might also be able to kill it, but I think that you can...
We're doing pacifist run, right? Oh!
You managed to damage.
Dang. Wow, he's like, really, man? Why did you damage me slightly? You're lowering my HP, bruh.
This is good throwing practice, though.
You're also running out of stamina.
I know. I gotta cast some spells on this guy.
I guess he did kill you in an alternate life, so...
Yeah, I'm getting some real revenge. So this is Force, Flame, Zap, Detect. Oh shit, no, I don't want to do that. So I know
the
there's
excitement of dragon style combat.
Oh, it's dead.
Wow.
Okay.
Good job.
TY.
I hope you feel accomplished.
It doesn't budge?
A log older.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
There you go.
What I did is I grabbed onto the sensitive part just below the head and it opened up the door.
Welcome to your
I gotta turn it back up. It's quiet now.
This doesn't look like a nightmare. It looks like a nice room with a roll-top desk.
Yeah. Ooh, look! Lavooz! Lavooz! That is our new save game file.
Lavooz.
Love it.
There's also several little face guys around.
Oh, what is this? Cask of
Amontillado. Yep.
This must be the favorite spit that provided most of the people.
What's this?
Taste freely of its contents.
You tap the huge cask of Amontillado. This is the strongest stuff you've ever tasted, assuming that you're not an aficionado.
You drink it immediately.
Bottoms up.
You do.
Do you wake up dead? Did you win?
What?
I can't believe you drank that. Oh, shit. What did you drink, man?
Man, have you got a headache?
Man.
Fortunately, the Dark One Rising seems to have been just a vision, not the reality. Yet.
You pour another glass, but bring a chaser.
Roll has fallen. Tasks
Oh, hell yeah. Get it.
Pick up the rolled paper on the floor. It has a symbol of a drop of blood at the top and the inscription, Ritual of Blood.
Gross.
Can't read any of the other writing on it.
It's nasty.
Alright.
The ritual isn't designed to be used that way. You need to read it.
Alright, let me get a flask of some of this good stuff here.
That didn't do anything useful.
What?
Nope.
One vision like that is quite enough.
Jesus, Sean.
You see a small statue that matches the description of the chief thief.
Ha! There's a chief thief, and if you find him, he'll give you a description.
It's I, Chief Thief, Commissioner Thief.
These bizarre creatures are only...
Interesting. Interesting.
You feel a funny tingling sensation, then a slimy one, as you
boy.
reach out to touch the statue.
You never want to feel the funny tingling and then the slimy one.
If you find the chief thief, he will tell you specifically not to do the thing that you just did.
Oh. Oh my god, I'm a banana slug. With a great smile. Look at her great smile. Alright. Lavooze.
Now watch
You've seen
Banana.
some pretty ridiculous things.
Alright, walking over here. Get out my magic fire spell.
That isn't particularly flammable.
Get out my magic bolt spell. Maybe. Which one's which?
Your weapon. That isn't particularly...
Oh shit.
I can't wait for you to one day use your magic.
This is not...
battle.
Ugh.
I'm giving 10 to 1
Are
odds
you
for
a...
that.
You, what did we do? You're a thief, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thief.
Okay.
Don't you hear me? I'm talking to the chief thief every day, man.
I think that as a thief, you have a set of lockpicks. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Are they right?
I think every roll top desk in every story and every video game is locked.
No? No lockpicks?
Poison, dagger, rocks, candy, garlic, armor, rope and grapple, oil, keyring, empty flask. Alright, let me get this.
That didn't do...
Oh no.
The dip. The dip.
Alright, what's this shit over here?
There is a huge book on the altar.
A huge book.
Binding looks like stretched human skin. Letters and
Oh.
markings.
Necronomicon. Necrophilicon.
Ugh.
Letters spell out Necrophilicon.
This is, by the way, yeah, this is such totally like an Evil Dead reference.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
super
that's
gross.
something like the Silmarillion for Of the Love of Death.
Read this book.
The huge book on the altar looks fascinating.
Klaatu.
I
Barata.
must swear you saw it move. The titles.
Ooh.
Good thing I have the Lavooze save.
Yep.
Well, what the hell's this shit about then, huh? Alright, so I've read a little bit. Can I do a magical...
This is not a... This...
Oh, that's right, it spends all my mana just for a chance to opt into figuring stuff out.
That's brutal.
Captain Razgam. Thanks for the 5 subs on our fine Monday evening. I cannot believe it's 8:40. Talking about pitching and Shaquille O'Neal. Indie games. 30 minutes. And then magically an hour passed.
Yeah. Well, it's crazy too, because for me it's 9:30. I'm still doing Mountain Time.
Actually, let me give it a tug real fast and head back downstairs. Oh wait, can I mean, this is kind of an obvious thing that I forgot to do. Use the page on the book.
That didn't do anything useful.
Of course. Why would I do that? There's like there's a sword and a scabbard, and I use the sword on the scabbard, and it's like, well, that's weird. I don't know why you would try that. It didn't do anything useful at all.
So I will say that there's secret stuff and not so secret stuff that you haven't found at the Adventurers Guild and the shop, the store.
Good, because those were where we were going next.
Boo. You retrieve the Dark One sign from the marble door, then quickly step away before the hexapus can react.
He called it a hexapus last time, not a hectopus.
Yeah, maybe because this one's bigger?
Some round metal weights lie neatly stacked on the
Alright. Touch.
Any more weight might strain your muscles.
Alright.
This desk holds the adventure.
Can I like get the pen?
Signature only, please. Only the guild master.
Alright, let's
That would be a lot easier if the
Jesus, okay.
Read in the adventurer's log about some of the exploits
All
of
right.
past adventurers in Mordant. Near the end of the book,
Yeah, you guess
This
Chernobyl
is-
cults.
This is long, just as a warning.
Alright, let's take a look at this.
There are a number of books on the shelf.
Alright, let's see if we can take a book.
Hey, this is
Jesus.
which book?
Creative casting? Okay.
The book is all about using spells in unusual and creative ways, such as calming of fire,
Okay.
using alternate flame and frost spells to make something brittle and break, and so on. You pick up a number of useful tips, which will
Very cool, very cool. This is very Fallout-like.
You read through the book on spell casting techniques again. It hasn't changed.
Alright.
You never know.
This book teaches the ancient Oriental art of talk fool. How to
Beautiful.
overcome
Really good. Really, really good.
the unpronounceable names of
Ages
martial
like
arts
fine wine, that joke.
and confusing them with fortune cookie wisdom. You get lost somewhere between karate and boxer.
This is a really important thing to have been printed. You know, I think the only thing that ages well is wine. I haven't even aged well. Nothing ages well. Wine is the only thing that ages well. I don't think anyone here has aged well. I'm not talking about you two specifically. I'm talking about you and everyone watching. Okay, like even when I think about the thoughts that I had in I don't know 2015, I feel like they are the thoughts of a psychopath. You know, I feel like all a human being ever is a collection of change. You know, that's what I think. It's just a big bucket of change. It's just flux, man.
All that a man amounts to is a handful of change.
It's true. It's true.
The book turns out to be an advertising brochure. It says, I, Dr. Cranium, predict that someday one of my descendants will become the subject of a major computer game. The Castle of Dr. Brain from Sierra Online.
Sierra Online.
Fourth wall is just laying on the floor.
Murder.
The fourth wall has been completely obliterated and left for dead.
As you scan
The
through,
fourth wall has been found dead in Miami.
there are a series of articles about the land of Moldavia. The
Do you
town
guys know
originally
that
grew up around
that
Castle
meme? I
Borg.
love that meme.
The
What meme?
Bulgars were the
Scrappy
boyars
Doo meme?
or local noblemen.
Scrappy Doo?
assigned the
No.
role of guarding the
Scrappy
area
Doo has been found dead in Miami.
The chapter on
I think
Thor
that's the entire meme.
Oh,
The
It's
next
just
I have
so-
heard that before. Yeah.
chapter with big sharp
Yeah, he just remixed
Some
from
of
there.
the other monsters sound even more horrific. In the forest lives the Lishi, a creature known for playing
Oh, yeah.
practical jokes on travelers,
Ah, yes.
playing riddle games.
I heard a
It
podcast
can
episode
also
about the
help
Leshy.
to those it likes.
Did you?
Yeah.
You learn about
There's a
the
podcast
results.
called Stuff to Blow Your Mind. That's really good. If anybody likes this show, they might like that
Try to
show.
avenge themselves by drowning any man foolish enough to approach them. You could really learn a lot by reading this magazine thoroughly instead of just browsing through it. Isn't it nice that we included a
Oh,
couple
dang.
him.
Shit. Alright, time to get handsy. Examine case.
Right, the case is totally solid, as if it was constructed around the sword. A plaque reads...
First case open.
Are you kidding? You have trouble forcing a mayonnaise jar open, let alone a heavy case.
Yeah, oh,
Damn.
very well, sir. Very well, sir.
This one.
You're gonna have to get lifted.
Case.
There's no sign at all of a crack. The case is totally sealed. The painting doesn't look particularly valuable. The painting...
Alright, okay. Touch the bowl.
Are you kidding? Probably...
Alright.
What?
It doesn't...
Alright, let me go ahead and get a workout going.
Your legs are too stiff and sore to use.
Alright. I love this game. Huh?
Hold on. You didn't try to move the bookcase. Also, click underneath.
Then pull out a rabbit.
Yeah.
Click underneath the logbook.
Like here?
Yeah. No, okay.
So, like this? Oh, that's right. I didn't do this.
Let's try. But the bookshelf won't budge. If there's a secret passage around here, it's hidden a different way.
Is this a tease? There's no secret passage. There's none. I'm out.
There is a secret passage, but I don't remember exactly how you get to it.
I don't believe you.
Okay, that's fair.
I don't believe you. Okay, here we go. I'm looking.
Everybody in chat's talking about their ages now. I'll say this: I'm pretty amped about my 40s when they start.
You hear movement.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Side of the door.
Yeah, I just know a lot of people in their 40s who are like pretty tight.
You hear someone removing the bar and unlocking the bolts on the other side of the door.
I'm going in.
Hello?
What is this?
Have a seat. Wait, no, better leave the seats here. But why don't you sit down on one? This show can't get on the road until you get off your load. So sit a while and enjoy yourself. Or maybe just sit.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat first. I'm hungry. My in-game self is starving.
Ladies and germs, a funny thing happened on the way to Mordavia. I got here.
It's not funny.
I walked up to the innkeeper here and says to the guy, "You know how lucky you are to have such a funny guy as myself staying here?" The innkeeper says, "No, but if you hum a few bars, I can fake it." May as well laugh now. This act doesn't get any funnier. I sit down here for a meal and order some soup. When the waiter brings it in, I says, "Waiter, there's a fly in my soup." The waiter says, "Of course, that's the soup du jour." Am I going deaf in here? Or how can so many people sleep with all these lights on? Seriously, folks, I went to the doctor just the other day and he said he had some good news and some bad news. What's the good news, I asked. "You only have 3 months to live," said the doc. "That's terrible. What's the bad news?" I said. The doc replied, "I'm getting married." I know I had an audience when I came in here. Anyhow, show me a guy with 1,000,000 kopecks, and I'll show you a guy who's rich. Hey, you only had to listen to this material. I'm the one who had to stand here and take it. Anyway, thank you, thank you, thank you. You've been a whole bunch of seats.
Whew. The gnome has stopped speaking.
Ooh!
Maybe he's finished telling his joke. You think about applauding, but you're not quite sure if you heard the punchline yet.
Yeah, that was painful.
What did you think of my performance? Was I hilarious or what?
Alright, let me throw rocks at him.
Cemetery. I've had lots of funerals. Some help you. Couldn't you at least have smiled a little louder? It's nights like these that make me feel like an inept idiot and a lousy laughingstock. I'd make more money digging graves. But what? And get out of show business?
Alright,
I don't like the aesthetic of this whole creature.
I mean, this is
no.
This is slowly becoming exactly what my body type is, right? Like this is my quarantine bod. I don't know if I told you this, but Wizards of the Coast has started doing like Magic the Gathering tournament broadcasts with people at their homes, right? So I like, I put up a little Magic the Gathering thing here, and they bring in my camera and do video mixing and all that good stuff. Well, they have you actually get like dress shirts, like make sure you do your dry cleaning, you look like presentable. You don't need to wear like a suit, but like wear button up shirt.
Yeah. Sure.
And starting in 2017, I started to exercise pretty regularly. Got quite serious in 2018, and by start of 2019, I was the healthiest I've been in ages. And you know what I did when I was at my lowest weight? I got all my shirts fitted.
Good job.
Small Sean. Yep. And what I've become is 2016 Sean sized, right? I have returned. If you were looking at a time lapse of me, it would look like I was taking deep breaths, right? So when I tried to put on the shirt, they literally just don't. And you can see exactly where it doesn't fit because it buttons, and then it just goes out like a triangle. And so what I do is I button button 1 and 2 and 3, and then for button 4, I do this. I just lower my chair. So I mean, like, if I raise my hands, you see like the bottom of my sternum. But I don't raise my hands. And whenever I need to make a point, I like make my point from down here. Yeah,
very good.
It's really
That's
really
incredible.
Good.
Yeah, I think anytime you get your shirts tailored to be smaller, I think that's just a curse waiting to happen.
Yeah,
that's the jinx.
Yeah, I think that if I become wealthy out of my mind, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have different closets for different body types, and I'm just going to have a photo of myself on the door. So that I'm like fit Sean, I can just open up fit door. But like if all of a sudden I've had like a tough 6 months and I've been eating my feelings, you'll have a photo of me just kind of, it's kind of, it'll be this photo here. Actually, this one right here is what it'll be.
What if you had a scale that you would step on, and then it just pneumatically the right closet would slide into place?
It would, it would actually just like in one of those automated parking lots, it would just like slowly raise the correct closet to the one closet door.
Oh yeah.
All right, here's jokes.
Sure. I got millions of them. Problem is, I can't remember most of them, and the ones I do remember should have been buried long ago. I used to be worth my wit in gold, but it's a long story. Ask me about it some other time. Hey, my last tour was a great success. I outran everyone. But there's no business like show business. With me, the show must go on and on and on.
All right, no.
I'm staying at this inn for a while until I find something here. I got the last store down the hall. Visit me sometime. I'm sure we can have a few. Be there, but
I doubt it.
Nobody stays home. I've been on the road so long, I have flat tires on my feet. I go wherever I can tell a good joke, and many places where I can't.
All right. So if I stand up, Sean, can I sit back down and get fed? You think? Because I'm hungry.
Good question. I think sounds good. No. Use the mouth on yourself. Nope. Never mind. That is how you make a thief sign.
I can't hear anything. I've taken out my ear holes. Oh, let me put these back in. When the fuck has this been a thing?
I think you would actually talk to the innkeeper in order to get your food.
Funny bones.
Thank you. I always like to meet a receptive audience. It's always good to see you. Means you're not behind my back.
You adopt the traditional thief sign position, wiggling the fingers of your right hand and rubbing your belly with your left hand. And no one seems particularly...
Say goodbye.
Leaving so soon? Good night.
Talk to that guy.
No.
Hey, what am I, shredded wheat? If you're talking behind my back, at least have the courtesy to do it face to face.
In?
I tried. So how come you weren't up on the stage?
I have not listened to such not.
You called?
I can't believe that that's in the game. I'm going to bed. I'm out. Out of my way, everyone! Here I go! Running up the staircase. Always run.
I'm having trouble moving.
If only I could hold scissors and run. That's what I would do, man.
Strange gate.
Alright, I'm going straight to the swamp in the morning. I'm going down, 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 left, down, down. Here we go. Sleep till morning.
You awaken as the sun begins to rise.
Let me reverse descend from my bed.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's how I do's it, Lee.
Yes.
Actually, oh, shit.
You can probably get breakfast. You can probably get breakfast this morning, at least.
Dude, I'm gonna glide. I'm
How
gonna
do you tell
glide.
if you're hungry?
How do you tell what?
If you're hungry. Are you actually hungry?
Well, Lee, I think to how I became a bit of a chunky man. I don't eat because I'm hungry. I eat because it's vaguely 12.
Sure.
Look, he is safely locked away. We should wait a bit to see if the gravedigger shows up.
Well, there you go. Igor's missing. That ties it. The little weasel never goes anywhere, for crying out loud.
They never match.
Yeah, except when he's with that wacko, crazy, cuckoo doctor.
Why else would that gypsy be so darn close to town? He got a taste for meat.
Ugh.
It was a full moon outside last night.
Ugh.
I'm telling ya.
Somebody's going to jail. Justice must be served, even for that little gravedigger.
Justice? We don't even know if a crime has really been committed. Just relax, go home or to the inn. The gypsy goes nowhere. We can decide what to do later.
Everybody keep it cool.
We're back. What are you saying, Sean?
Do a save that you'll like keep.
Oh, did I saved? Oh, you mean like that?
Well, no, because I might tell you to save again later. Okay. I'm telling you, it's possible. I don't know if it's possible for you to Zork yourself right here, but it's possible that it is possible for you to Zork yourself right here.
This is Zork point 1. Dude, Zorking yourself is that's an amazing word. Companies should describe the concerns they have for their product with this. Like, no, I think that could put us in a situation where we cannot win.
Right.
We'd Zork ourselves. Hey, average game guy, man. Good to see you. Well, let's go down.
Fail state Olympics.
The bubbling brook. Average game guy says time to fill the gift board. Competition is fierce, average game guy. So we should go left, down, and then we should... Wait, what is this?
Wildflowers bloom with...
No, they're just flowers. I don't give a fuck.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares, tree.
There's no such thing as an interesting flower unless it's a flower that I can use to verb something.
Oh, yes.
I'm ready.
You verb the noun.
You verb the noun and adjective verbally. Jesus.
Verb adverbally.
Lavooz. Alright.
Dabu dee dabu die.
As you start.
Yay.
I don't.
You glide. Now you glide.
I can go down here? Oh shit, yes. Alright.
Ooh, glide.
So I'm trying not to touch any of the surfaces.
Wow.
Yeah, that seems good.
Wow. Now there's a man.
Oh, he went on the... fuckface.
No, keep doing what you're doing because it's good and it's working.
Ooh.
All those little hands are like...
Oh, shit.
Oh, you hit another patch of marsh grass. Oh.
Wait, these two places clearly do not connect this way. I guess if I just go anywhere. All right, let me douse myself.
There's another
obelisk. You piece of shit. No, I need to walk straight at him.
Yep, good job.
Oh, man. Yeah, this guy's totally just gonna try and get to the...
Wait, I think if I right-click, I can jump. Oh!
Oh, that's nice. Look at that.
Oh, look at my ups. Oh! Oh, shit! Oh! Oh! Yeah! Oh, shit! Hold on. Let me go stab him in his
wasting your stamina. Yeah.
This game is a balancing act.
Whoa!
Oh! Amazing!
That was amazing. That was amazing.
Sick, Terry.
Sick. Oh my god. Lavooz. Shit, yeah, man.
Touch the pyramid. Touch
Nothing
the
happens when
obelisk.
you touch the stone. Something else must be needed to activate it.
Oh.
The standing stone looks like a crude, oversized tombstone. It was an inset six-pointed star figure, similar to the one on the monastery door. The points are slightly curved, like the arms of a starfish.
Hi, Sheriff.
Arcane symbols label each point of the star.
Are we awake now? Is it... Oh my gosh. This... Yeah, it's okay. I'm right here. Yeah, it's okay. Hey, how's it going? Did you just want to sit? Yeah, okay. Hey, come on. All right, this is.
How do you do your other cat?
Despy with a Y.
Oh.
Okay, so
That's
now.
so fun.
All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're going to use this here.
The dark
Put the cat in the
sign
chat.
clicks into the depression in the stone. You find that you can now turn the sign like a dial.
Dial it in. Oh, wow. Fate of Atlantis all of a sudden.
Alright, no, we're saving this as Lavooz. This is such a good... Oh, what a cliffhanger. What a cliffhanger leading into 45 minutes of not talking about what we're seeing on the screen. Like, this is a real cliffhanger. Cliffhanger Bengar, whatever it is. Alright, let's close all this.
Oh my god, look at that cat.
This cat is one happy princess. You can actually hear her loud purrs. Where are you going? Oh shit, she always just reaches into my ears and plucks out the headphones.
Yep.
It's really obnoxious.
Amazing.
That's very much a cat thing to do, yeah.
Yeah, what a good girl. And I can are we in relaxation mode yet? I don't feel it because you can see her paws are still there. It's when she extends, I can feel the elbow hook over my shoulder.
Yeah.
Oh yes. All right, sweetheart. All right. Yep. Show me what you got. Show me what you got. That actually hurts quite a bit, but that's fine. Yeah. See, did we? No.
No, not yet. Not quite there yet. I don't think.
Hold on. Let's start doing all the things that makes the cat happy. We're gonna get the top. We're gonna get the tummy. See, look, this is good. This is the one-handed support the cat butt here. And you rub the tummy right there. Oh, your little tiny shoulders. Well, Sean Bloom, I feel like we are getting the rhythm of things. We found an orange tree that puckers back up. We found the other side of the swamp. It's got a dial in it. The townspeople are now up, out, and in arms about things. And our moment is done.
There we go.
Yeah.
That was the
cat
cat time.
roller away from being back to where I was in the first place. Also, we now have a new litter box in this room, so that way, Sheriff can stink this place up.
Very good.
But I figured if you can't smell me, you certainly can't smell the cat, which is something I use to my advantage daily. Well, okay, so Sean, I want to ask a little bit about...
Sure.
It's like this game actually required us to slip into the mental model a little bit, but, I mean, you play these as a kiddo. It sounds like you just got through stuff just fine.
Well, I mean, the thing about kids in games, right? Like, this is the fundamental truth is that kids have a much lower, a much higher tolerance for frustration and a lot more time on their hands, right? And so this is maybe less true today because there's a crowded marketplace, and so you're competing against other games. You're competing against Fortnite or Among Us, and so you have to come in sort of like, over those bars. But back when LucasArts and Sierra were making adventure games, there wasn't a lot of that kind of competition. And so you had a sort of captured market who would play your game and play it as many times as it took to sort of figure out what was going on. I also, for Quest for Glory specifically, I acquired the Prima strategy guide, which I think I've talked about before, because it is, I mean, it's literally, this is a
that's tight.
Like,
look at that.
This is one of the, you remember the meme from 2 years ago about like what 5 objects would, be in your summoning circle or whatever? I think that's one of them. Like that book, the way that it is written is actually kind of fundamental to the way that I approach game design.
Wow.
But
no
that
way.
aside, it has...
No, not that aside. That as the focus point of the conversation now. The way you approach game design is from a Prima Materia Quest for Glory strategy guide. I need to hear about this shit so bad.
All right. You can see it is the Quest for Glory authorized strategy guide. Prima, back in the day, Prima printed a lot of these strategy guides, especially for like shooters and strategy games that had strategy, where they would like show you the map and like, this is what different types of ammo do or whatever. Which I guess this game, you can kind of imagine what that might look like for Quest for Glory, but that is not what they produced. This book is written narratively. So it is a cross between a strategy guide and a novelization.
What?
And it is, I mean, I'm not going to say like today at 38 that it is a compelling read, but when I was a kid, like I would read through this for fun, just like as a narrative.
To briefly interject, for any of you that don't know the Prima strategy guys, maybe it's Prima, I don't know, I always call them Prima because...
you're probably right.
Yeah, because I tend to be right about these things. But there was a Prima strategy guide for every single game, in the same way that there is a Gamepedia for every game with a wiki replete with all the information that you'd ever want to know. And, I'll use Stardew Valley and some others as an example. Like Stardew Valley, the wiki has all the times where everyone is everywhere in town. That's what would be in the Prima strategy guides. And my understanding is that Prima didn't actually have a huge staff of writers, I think. I'm not 100% on this, but my understanding is that it was sort of like people would kind of like sign up to like do a guide for a game, and they'd be like, all right, cool, let's bang one out, because there was a Prima strategy guide for like every single game. There were so many of them. So the fact that, I still have the StarCraft Prima strategy guide somewhere around here.
Nice.
And it's really funny because there was a counter guide in the back. This unit beats that unit. And the counter to Dragoon is Dragoon Reaver. It just put a combination of units that also included the unit that was being described in the counter, which is both hilariously stupid looking, but actually correct, as it turns out, at a very high level. That's
wow.
But yeah, so the, there were tons of these strategy guides, like absolutely everywhere. But this one, you say, was written as a narrative.
So to give you an example, they straight up at the beginning, they name the character, right? Like, this is an RPG where the first thing that we did was we chose a character class and we typed in the name of our character.
Quinley LARP unit.
Exactly. This strategy guide starts out the hero of Spielberg, the gates of Spielberg, paragraph. Devon stepped through the simple town gates and into Spielberg. The town was quiet, very quiet. Back home in Willowsby, the streets would be filled by now with men going to work, women heading to market, and children getting into trouble. And then it shows you a screenshot of the very first screen.
It's filtered out!
Okay. Wow.
Of the very first screen of the game, like to orient you. This is what we're talking about. So it illustrates this sort of traditional third-person narrative with screenshots from the game, and kind of cleverly, because of the way that the game is designed. So it has these sections here. I gotta turn my. It has these sections. You can kind of see on the side. Wow, that's super blown out. All
no,
right,
I can't see any of this. You gotta.
So
listen,
it's got
turn out your lights.
It's got paragraphs that are it's got like paragraph breaks of like little different section breaks where it'll put a symbol in the margin next to the paragraph for as a magic user, as a fighter, as a thief, this is what happens at this point in the story. And this is like what the character does to solve the thing. And as that, it gives you essentially a walkthrough. It gives you a like descriptive playthrough of the game, which isn't necessarily the only way that you could play it. Like every step that it has in there, you don't have to take that exact step in that at that exact time, but it is laying out like, this is the story. This is what you do day to day.
Brilliant.
Yeah. So to me, this has sort of evolved into a design technique of writing this sort of narrative walkthrough for user experience as a way of documenting and communicating game design that doesn't prototype super well or before a prototyping stage.
And I always remembered that about when I would play anything at USC. You always had like very striking writing. And I mean, I was the exact opposite, where I'd be like, I have a degree in math. Here are the exact rules. I will use bold and italics strategically to communicate how to play it. And if you do it wrong, why didn't you fucking read my instructions? You fucking asshole. I hate the player. Like, that's how oh man. It's so interesting to see the communication style in there. That's incredible. Because I hadn't even thought of a strategy guide to look like that. Like, imagine if there's a wiki like that.
Well, it reads a little bit like a GameFAQs walkthrough, except it's in the third person instead of the second person. Yeah. So all of the parts where it would say like, go to the left, open the treasure chest, go back to the main hub, and this time go east. It's instead of that, it's like, Devon went to the left, he found a treasure chest, he opened it up.
That's amazing. Wow, what if you talked to everyone like that? Every conversation. Past tense, third person. Talking about a fictional character.
Past tense, third person.
Darmak and Gelato.
Man. Well, shit. I mean, like, I think the biggest striking difference of this week from previous weeks is that I actually finally feel like I get what the game is, and that I'm, in particular, making progress. It's the feeling of feeling like I'm making progress, where, if there is... I mean, we were talking about this before with Super Meat Boy, but when it's like, there's World 1, level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. World 2, you can ask these questions like, how many worlds are there? Or even if you are on World 3 and it's slowing down, you get a sense that you have made real progress because you're on World 3, man. I'm starting to realize that these screens might be the entire game.
Pretty close to it.
Yeah, like... Wow. Because when I first started off, I mean, you think about the way the King's Quest games kind of worked. There was a collection of, say, 12 screens, and they were very dense screens, and then you unlocked 7 more screens, and you'd unlock more and more and more. And I mean, like, a lot of the screens here are pretty dud screens. There's just nothing going on. You're just kind of...
I mean, we still have to get into the castle.
Yeah, you will unlock a handful of more places, but yeah, it's not like King's Quest. It's not like, you know, we start on one island and then we open up 5 more islands and then we open up a whole nother world. Man. It's... Yeah.
This was rad.
That's tight.
This was great, and oh my god, I didn't even realize we're over 15 minutes. This was a fun time, my friends. Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, this has been amazing.
Yeah, no, it's always nice to hang out with you guys.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's the chillest, illest thing I do all week.
It truly is, man. I gotta be honest. Doing the show on Monday. I mean, this is the lowest viewership content that I do on Twitch because, as it turns out, there's not an enormous viewing audience for increasingly obscure point-and-click adventure games.
Yeah.
Shit, it's always the best. Yeah, I love hanging out. Maybe we should transition to a podcast called Mostly Talking, and we can every week come here and we can talk, and then we can upload it to iTunes Hole,
podcast
whatever
form.
It is.
I would also be down for mostly watching sometime if you wanted to do a Twitch or a Prime
viewing party.
One of those Twitch Prime.
Oh.
I don't know if everybody's. I don't even know if we're equipped for that though. That might take.
I'll investigate. I
don't know if you can shove 3 hosts into one party.
We would do it like this. I think the way that it works is that I don't actually broadcast the show. It has us as a tiny window, and the show is full screen for everybody, so we don't even obscure anything.
We'd be teeny tiny.
We would actually be so tiny, we barely fit. Be incredible.
Be incredible.
We would be each a pixel.
I would love to be each a pixel.
I'm gonna go because I suddenly want to become horizontal on my sofa.
Yeah, I mean, it's already 10:15 here on Mountain Time.
At Mountain Time, exactly.
My name is Scene Plot.
And I'm Lee Grenier.
And I'm Scene Blaum.
We are as illiterate as we seem.
Yeah.